And I see nothing wrong with opening up our ears and just saying, let me have it, let me have it.
Absolutely. The off chance that somebody might like something that the board does, it'd be nice to have a copy.
I don't know how long associations have been around, they own committees, but I own property down in Orlando, and you know, the front of when you enter the property, that's got trees, palm trees, and flowers, and you come up here, it's like, holy smokes, who lives back in there? I mean, I've noticed a nice house.
We're starting to nickel dime people to death up here.
Do you have experience?
It looks like from the information section, they have a lot of complaints about the water company. So,
No, probably more. To me, it's a matter of principle. It's a question of voting for something that isn't in the budget. I cannot do it. That's all. I cannot do it.
Option would be
First of all, let me say, the association does have financial difficulties right now. We addressed that in a board meeting on the 14th in some detail.
They've got this, what is the reason they got all these doors down here?
Because we're unruly. You know that. I told you that.
I don't know. I don't know.
First of all, it sets a bad precedent.
Well, sure it does. I think somebody's afraid that your friend's going to roll in with stormtroopers or something or other.
Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Which friend of mine?
Buddy, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
Hey, Dave.
They find out about it after the fact. And that's the whole thing with Margie. She's like, well, how did this come about? And I'm like, you tell me. I was at the board meeting. And she said, well, that wasn't discussed. That didn't come out, you know. And I'm like, well, Margie, talk to the rest of the people on the board. But you know what? Chris has a real problem with land. We don't have brains. Our opinions don't matter. He's not going to give her the time of day.
I'm not trying to point fingers at any individual. I'm just saying the fact that the board needs to recognize that we've already, tonight we're on the verge of overspending our budget on yet another line item this year. And sooner or later, this has to stop. The printing press in the basement of the office is broken, and we can't produce any more money.
So anyway, I'm not really sure about the issue here, but you know, I was thinking, you know, you need actually the office should be a building with bricks and stuff, and you got this old beat up house and stuff. I'm just kind of amazed at all the places I've ever had or lived in associations that it was really a class act type thing. And you know, this kind of parlays into, maybe I'll start getting.
To me, I guess.
So you have a, yeah.
I worked for some very demanding people, I guess, and maybe you didn't, because if I had given them a report like this, they would have absolutely ushered me out of their office. They would.
I can go outside in 30 seconds, get Chris Allison's signature on a piece of paper.
You had training.
I've been trained, I've watched and observed how to do that. Yeah.
And I told you that our collection people are very pessimistic about membership lots and ability to collect against them. And that's because they have virtually no value today, even less than they had a few years ago. The value is not, there's not.
I agree with you, it's too early to start boarding that place up.
Like I say, I just don't trust him, and he's got an answer for everything. I don't know how he interacts with people. I mean, I know he's not a real people person. I told Carney if you're going to put him on the stand, he goes and drunk him.
The firm. As you know, that firm has charged us a lot of money. In my opinion, excessively charged us money. RBD. I fully am supportive of the association paying for whatever legal fees, but not with RBD. I think the cost would be extravagant, excessive, and I would much prefer to see us go to, say, Mason. And I think the cost would be much more in line with reality if we were to do that.
Do they handle this now?
Yes, yes, yes. I just cannot sit here and justify another open blank check to Reese-Group. Because before you know it, they'll be into us for $100,000.
I personally am insulted and I object to your accusation that we give anybody an open blank check to spend their money. I think there's no basis whatsoever for such an accusation.
Well, okay, then I want to talk to that, Wayne. I really do. I want to talk to that. This year, we have been ill-served by our professional support people, by the legal firm, by the auditing firm. Earlier this year, we approved, or last year, I remember what it was, we approved a certain amount for the auditing firm. They've exceeded that by a tremendous amount. I didn't approve that. Did you approve it? We gave them, we essentially said, here's what you can spend. They came back and billed us more than that. Same thing has happened with Reese-Broom. They go off, we tell them to work a problem, they come back after the fact, 6 weeks later, and hit us with a $100,000 bill. Does anybody ask them up front, okay, Mr. Reese-Broom, how much is this little piece going to cost us, and you can't spend any more than that? I allege that we do not do that. And as a result, I consider what they do is run open loop. And then after the fact, long after the fact, they come back and they say, here's what we expended, send us a check. I don't want to do that anymore.
If you build in a cap, like with any firm, they will build that into the contract too to cover themselves. So you're paying it either end, I would think.
The rates charged by Sagan, Mason, and Mason are lower. We've seen no churning on their part. They don't consult one lawyer with 2 or 3 paralegals, with 2 or 3 principals, as does Reese-Broom. We've got evidence, bill after bill after bill, where they've charged us many, many, many hours for internal consultations. I don't want to participate in that anymore. This association cannot afford, we don't have unlimited funds. I want to see a responsible firm handling our legal fees, not one of these guys that's an ambulance chaser.
There are 3 guys sitting here who know damn well I wasn't in favor of dropping the price of the lots at all. I was one of the key people opposed to it, but I'm not 11 people. The actual amount is that had we sold them at quote-unquote market value, we would have sold them for $1.3+ million. What we actually got out of them was about $900,000. Now that's a $400,000 difference between a market price and what we actually charged Lake Holiday LLC for those lots.
To find a way to become a kinder, gentler community. We really do. But anyway, I don't have an answer to that tonight either. So.